We're out on a beautiful morning in the Masai Mara. The aim is to see some wildebeest crossing the river.
You never know what's going to happen in a day, but it's sure to be wonderful.
We've been lucky in witnessing 2 other crossings, but with totally different dynamics. Lots of full bellies, the scavengers are out, doing a good job of cleaning up the mess left behind.
The marabou stork, also known as the undertaker. An obvious carnivore, you find them feasting on the carcasses and scraps of dead animals. It often hangs with other scavengers like vultures and hyenas. When the marabou eats, it eats big. In a single bite, up to 2.2 pounds of meat.
The carcasses of those poor creatures feed more than a bunch of huge crocodiles. They feed an entire ecosystem: plants, river fish, microorganisms, hyenas, birds, and sometimes even hippopotamuses. Scientists who study ecosystems see the bigger picture beneath the water surface. The remains of those thousands of bodies break down to feed everything in the ecosystem. I think we can call this the Prelude. Compared to the first crossing we saw, this seems like a fairly placid place. At this point in the river, it doesn't have strong currents or the deadly rocks. They parade up and down the banks, no urgency or panic at this moment, all is calm. While wildebeest are drawn into migrating by the requirements of their stomachs, they're constantly on the move, which has an added benefit: they can outlast the large number of predators. The predators are unable to follow the wildebeest moving far. Many are territorial and can't abandon their territories. Also, the young of nearly all predators are very dependent upon their mothers, who can't move very far from them. And look at this bull. Maybe he's thinking it's for old time's sake. Priorities, priorities.
Good.
The numbers are starting to build up as more and more wildebeest gather.
Yeah. Baby. Oh, look how sweet. Look out, baby. No, the other way. Don't look for your mom.
Can't help but be a cheerleader for these creatures. It's an intense bleeding orchestra. I think this guy wants his moment. Let's give it to him. Okay, time's up.
Very new.
Some are turning back for another way, maybe.
Look at that, dude. They're going back. Look at that.
We see some turning back to the shore. Why? That is the question. They have a knowledge we don't possess. This little guy is making the charge by himself, looking for his mom, no doubt, who may or may not be on the other side.
Still have to gallop past the Mara's high density of lions and the hyenas awaiting them on the other side.
And now that little one is returning. I hope he finds his mama.
Look at mama.
All these lizards.
Where are you guys going there?
Young ones gathering here, probably looking
Looking
for
for
their
their moms.
mothers. God, that's so sad.
Looking for their mom. Who cares?
When a mom loses her baby, it's not easy to find them, if they can. And the babies are very vulnerable to the waiting predators on the other side.
Spending 16 to 20 hours of the day sleeping or resting, lions are the laziest of the big cats. But when it comes to the work of hunting, the gals do the brunt of the work. And guess who gets to eat first?
This one is what? Brother.
The size of the pride is determined by the availability of food and water, one of the factors. If resources are scarce, the pride becomes smaller.
She's certainly given that come hither look.
The thick manes is a unique trait to male lions. One thing is that it protects their necks when they are fighting with challengers. Elephants frequently demonstrate affection for each other. Elephants play a fundamental role in maintaining ecological harmony. They have adapted to life across Africa's diverse ecosystems. They ingest plants, grass, fruits, and walk for miles and expel the seeds in rich dung piles. This ensures that new plants grow in diverse areas and cross-fertilize.
90 different tree species rely on the elephant for propagation. Elephants also dig holes to expose underground springs, which allows smaller animals to access water in the drier times.
That's what she thinks of you.
The ostrich swallows pebbles, which, believe it or not, also assist in its digestive processes. It helps them grind their food in their gizzard, that's a specialized muscular stomach.
When confronted with danger, ostriches can usually outrun any animals posing a threat. Now that's a good skill to have with all those cats about.
Hyena. Lying in a puddle, looking at us. What the heck are you doing here? Disturbing me? Are you a friend or a foe?
One of the great activities at Governors Camps is the hot air balloon experience. Seeing the sunrise over the Masai Mara, another complete vantage point, a totally different perspective.
And the great thing is the balloon safaris are right here at Governors Camps. You don't have to travel far to get there. bird's eye view of the Great Rift Valley. It's a vast open space filled with quite great numbers of wildlife.
Sorry, guys.
In your wildest dreams, can you imagine? Black rhino. What a wonderful sighting. Black rhino are an endangered species and it's very rare to see one.
Giraffe. Lots of chewing going on.
Cheetah. Unlike most cats, they have terrible night vision, which is why they hunt during the day. Their claws are not retractable, which gives them a super grip when they pursue prey at high speeds. You see those long black tail lines running down the side of each eye to their mouth? This protects their eyes from the glare of the sun and allows them to see great distances. Those tails are very useful, similar to rudders for boats, used to steer when they run. Always on the lookout for prey or danger, lion, leopard, anything that can hurt it.
The beautiful golden colors of the Masai Mara, the incredible clouds and landscape. It is a photographer's paradise. Majority of their day is spent eating grass, leaves, and stem. Nature's wise. The zebra's back teeth continue to grow throughout their lives to keep up with that repeated grinding. Despite its name, the waterbuck is not actually aquatic. Rather, they are frequently found in the vicinity of rivers and lakes. They often venture into the water, though, to escape predators. They can fly, but spend most of their time on the ground. Most of their food is hunted on the ground. When they find something to eat, they eat it whole. Dominant males typically earn the rights to most breeding, but all members of the group cooperate to raise the offspring. Nice to have so many babysitters around. It's estimated that a group only raises one chick to adulthood every 9 years. They're known to live up to 60 years.